Welcome to the second part on the series of leadership. In the first part, we left it at that point where we were discussing that leaders are made and not born. And to support our point of view, we quoted the example of India. India is a very populated country. I mean, it's got 150 crore plus people. If leaders were to be born, I'm sure out of these 150 crore people, there would have been, hundreds and thousands of them. If that were to be the case, that leaders are born, the law of average would have made sure that we had so many more leaders. In contrast, look at the United States of America. The USA has had a very checkered history itself before it got independent and had to go through its share of struggles. It's 13 times less in terms of population when compared to India. But still, it leads in producing leaders. You pick up any field and you'll find dozens of names coming to your mind who are US nationals. Now, this is only possible because obviously leaders are not born, they are made. Again, I'm not eulogizing USA at this point in time, or I'm not criticizing India or any developing country. I'm just stating facts. I'm trying to take pages from their history, which probably could be useful for us. Coming from this kind of fundamental approach, we at HR Powerhouse, once our minds were decided, when we were very, very much in consensus that yes, leaders can be made, we embarked upon the exercises of finding out the exact methodology. That how could we develop leaders? Because if we could do that, we realized we're sitting on something very big. Once you have the leadership quality going in an organization or in a country, there's nothing which can stop you thereafter. So, coming back to the basic question that if leaders are made, what methodology one should be employing to actually develop them and make them? When you embark upon this kind of a exercise, the first question comes to the mind is, or any sensible, logical mind would like to think in a way that, okay, I would want to develop leaders. Now, to develop these leaders, let me just look at all those proven leaders who have proven themselves in various fields and look at their traits, examine their fabric, not bold, threadbare. And what exactly was there in these people which made them leaders? And once you do a study of that particular aspect, automatically you have that recipe for making a leader. There is a second question that how do you get to get this in, how do you get it rolling? How do you get it in motion? That's another thing which we'll be talking about in a later part. But in this part, we'd like to focus on what makes a leader. What are the traits of a leader? And the best part is that these traits are all absorbed from the environment around you. They are not genetic traits like how tall you are, how big you are, whether you are, fair skinned, or whether you are a brown skinned person. This will be genetic, your color of your eyes, which you can't pretty much change. But however, when it comes to traits which are acquired from environment, you definitely can change them. And this is what we conclude after our research, that the traits which show up in a leader are actually those traits which are environmental traits. I mean, absorbed from the environment around you. Uh, we define traits in a very simple manner. Traits are nothing but they are habits. And these habits, when they are practiced over a long period of time, they kind of get embedded in you. They kind of get imbibed in you. And once they're imbibed in you, they come out as your acquired traits. So, leadership traits, when you examine the fabric of the proven leaders, you will find that these traits, they were not born with actually. They absorbed it from the environment around them and they were able to then fine tune them and use them, utilize them for becoming great leaders on their path towards becoming a great leader. They use them beautifully. And if somehow we could uh, ensure that these traits also get imbibed in wannabe leaders, I think the job is done. However, going a step further again, it may sound simple. It is actually quite uh, an intricate exercise because changing traits in a human being is pretty much difficult. We have to deploy some development kind of environment around this person who aspires to be anything else what he is currently, uh, to make him into uh, the person he wants to be. So the first thing which we would like to discuss in the next series is what are these proven traits of a leader? One, two, three, four, we'll list them out. As per us, there are 11 of them. So we'll discuss them in the next series. What are these proven traits? And we'll also discuss that these traits, how can they be imbibed? How can they be transferred? Or how can they be uh, kind of dovetailed into the persona of a wannabe leader so that this person becomes what he wants to become. That is a leader. Although he is an average person, but he can be groomed into being a leader. So, so much for now. Uh, we request you to just mull over, connect it to the first video of the series, and then get on to the second video of the series, so that by the time we get onto the third series, third video of the series, we should be able to connect the three together. So happy viewing, and wish you all the best in your journey, in your quest to become a great leader. It's not difficult. Trust me, anybody can be a leader if one sets his or her mind onto it. Thank you.